Hello everyone, I'm Omid, and this is Liz and Pratik, and we are the creators of Learn From Your Mistakes. The game is a 2.5D fighting game inspired by another game called EG. The objective of our game is to defeat your enemies using your weapon and mechanics skills. The twist, however, is that the boss learns which abilities are most effective against you and uses those more often. Our game design and development process consisted of incremental iterations, where we each focused on a specific task. I focused on finding the assets in artwork, created the environment for each level, and developed a system that merged the movement of the AI with their abilities. Pratik focused on each of the bosses, including setting up animations, deciding which abilities each boss will have, and spell effects. Liz focused on the player character, setting up animations, implementing inverse kinematics, as well as player movement and the AI bucket system for attacking. Next is Pratik talking about the development process.
Playtesting consisted of 2 rounds. The first round was in an earlier phase of development, where we received feedback on the physics of the game. The second round was near the end of the game's completion, where we received feedback on the AI and the enemy's abilities. We developed the game on Unity in C#. In order for our AI to learn which abilities were most effective, we used the bucket system, in which the abilities that damaged the player the most had their probabilities increased so that the AI would use them more often. Our movement system consisted of a series of empty game objects that the AI would move to depending on which ability would fire next. Next, we have Liz showing you a demo of the game.
Okay, so here's our game with our title screen where Learn From Your Mistakes. And then we click play, and we go into the first arena with the first boss, which is the giant worm. He's got 4 different attacks. Both of the bosses have 4 different attacks. And right now, I let the poison attack hit me a whole bunch, and now he's going to try and use it a bunch more. So I'm going to try and get out of the way of the poison attack. So, use something else. Right now he's really convinced the poison will work, though. I'm going to wait and see if he'll use a different attack if I wait long enough. Now that he's caught on that the poison doesn't work anymore, he's trying to use different attacks, which is the underground bite attack and this projectile attack, which is hitting me, so now he's using it more often. Let me just kill him so we can go to the next boss. Bleh. Here's our next boss, which is a dragon. He also has 4 attacks. One is the fire that I need to get off the ground for. No! The fireball attack, which you have to duck under. No! He's convinced the fire attack is best, and it is probably the right answer because it is hard to dodge. I'm just going to try and kill him before he kills me. He's got a bite attack, a tail attack, a fireball attack, and the ground flame attack. And now that we've defeated the game, it waits a moment before letting you know that you And now I will explain a bit more about the bucket system that we implemented for the AI for our project. Each boss had 4 attacks, which created 4 different buckets, and each bucket had some number of tokens in them. They all initially started with 1 token, and each of those tokens were used as a proportional probability to select an attack that was represented by each of those buckets. And we were given those probabilities to a choose attack, which initially chooses equally between the 4 attacks. So it chooses randomly between the 4 attacks, and then once the attack finishes, it determines whether or not it hit or missed the player, which then updates the bucket with the value of the attack, so that if the attack has a high value, the bucket is updated accordingly. And then the probabilities are then adjusted based on however many tokens are in it. So, for example, if attack 1 had a value of 1, bucket 1 would be adjusted by 1 more token and would be twice as likely to be chosen as the other attacks.
Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how not to play it. Ow. Die. Nope. Nope, he's trying to bite me. Oh dear, oh dear. The poison gas.
Nope,
Still-
up, and...
Oh no.
Oh, game over. Alright. Thank you for watching our game.
Thank you.
Thank you.